welcome back to Bulldog Weekly. I'm Michaela.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tyler. In case you haven't noticed already, this episode is a big one. See, as of filming this, the three of us only have 2 more days of our high school career left.
It might be sad, but we've got an episode to get through.
And this is our grand finale. So let's see what's on the agenda today.
This week, we'll be interviewing the hosts, viewing another Brunch with the Bells, and watching the final episode of a documentary.
But before we get into all of that, here's Mr. Duvall with the week ahead and Bill Tilden with sports.
You're into Bill Tilden with sports.
Hello everybody, welcome to The Rundown. It is Sunday, May 22nd, and this is getting very real. We're approaching lots of last day of classes, last exams, last day for seniors, all of those things. So it's important to pay attention to our dates as this is an important week of school. So it's a 5-day week. We've got 2 days starting Monday and Tuesday with senior exams. Okay, so those senior final exams are occurring during blocks 1 and 2. And then seniors leave after their exams, and then our underclassmen continue on with their day. So that's Monday and Tuesday. When we slide over to Thursday and Friday, Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to change the order of blocks so that our seniors can continue to just come in the morning for their exams. So the order of blocks on Wednesday the 25th and Thursday the 26th is going to be 2, 3, 1, 4. Okay, so seniors will take exams the first 2 blocks of the day, which are actually going to be blocks 2 and 3. They'll leave for the day again, and then our underclassmen will continue with their day with blocks 1 and 4. So that's kind of the way exams work. We want to keep the seniors testing during the morning and then move them on in their day. So beyond that, seniors, their final day of graded assignments is this week, and grades are due for seniors on Friday the 27th. We have a 5-day week for our underclassmen with their Bulldog block, and some of the special opportunities this week in the Bulldog block include Tin Whistle Tuesday on the 24th, and the theater class has been working for a while now on their spring production, and so they're going to have costume try-ons on Tuesday and Wednesday during the Bulldog block. We'll also have an informational session by the Northeast Maritime Institute. Anyone in grades 10 and 11 can do that on Wednesday in Bulldog block. And then nice one here is Friday the 27th, the Community Service Club is going to do a campus cleanup, which is an awesome way to give back to the school, and that's during the Bulldog block. So lots happening. It's exciting. It's the end of the year. It's real, and we'll see you when we see you.
You're looking around.
Thank you, Mr. Duvall. I just wanted to thank the Bulldog crew, ORCTV, for all the stuff that you guys have done this year. You've definitely made us a more successful program. The people love to be able to see their games on TV. Grandparents, people from all over getting to watch our games. So it's been a fun year. We've had a blast. Our season is still got 2 weeks left. We're all the teams are playing well. I think almost all our teams will make the tournament. Track teams both ended up winning the conference championship last night, even with one event to go. So it's been a fun season all the way around. Make sure that you check Arbiter Live. ArbiterLive.com has all the results. It has our scores on it. It has all of our upcoming games. That is the best way to keep track of us, because I know that ORCTV is finishing up with the kids for the season, but we want you to keep up with us. So ArbiterLive.com and all the events going on, that will keep you up to date. You guys have been awesome. I want to thank you very much. We're really looking forward to seeing you guys next year. So thank you very much. Have a good one. Back to the Bulldog crew.
Awesome, thank you.
Good?
Dinosaur.
Thanks for that informative update.
They'll be back for next season, so don't you worry.
Up first this week, we'll be bookending our season with the first real segment from this season. Time to interview the hosts. We'll see you all after this.
Dance moves? Sorry. I just thought of that when
I
he
really
said bookending.
wish we had Michaela say something with dance moves.
How, like...
Hi everyone, my name's Chris, and I've been working at ORCTV for a good 3 years now. I've had nothing but a positive experience at ORCTV. I've constantly been learning things new every single week. And I've been able to grow skills like teamwork, leadership, and social skills. My biggest pet peeve is people's learning setups. Like, I always feel like if they're not mine, it's just weird on Premiere Pro. No. A real pet peeve is when people just rip things out and don't eject, don't eject their SD cards, because that's just like wrong. Cody, wow. Cody was one of the best bosses I've ever had and one of the first bosses I've ever had. Cody taught me a lot. She taught me a lot about myself and a lot about my job. Cody still teaches me to this day. Cody's kind of the person who taught me to just be myself and step outside of my shell in order to thrive in a workplace. And honestly, I don't think I could be where I am today without Cody. Jacob is honestly one of the best bosses I've ever had. He's always been such an understanding person, and I've always been able to have a good connection with Jacob. I've known him for a really long time. I've done a lot of different projects with Jacob. He's always been super helpful, not just to me, but to everyone around me. He has a lot of patience considering he deals with all three of us. And honestly, I'm gonna miss Jacob a lot. Tyler's a really good coworker. He gets things done kind of on time. I really like his ideas. He's always coming up with something new and creative. He knows how to have fun while doing really good work. Tyler and I have never been like close, but we've had a really good relationship over the past few years. We met outside of work, and I offered him the opportunity to work here, and he took it. And I'm gonna miss working with Tyler. I actually liked a lot of Tyler's segments. That's hard. I don't know. I really don't know. I actually liked a lot of Tyler's segments.
All of his characters.
I did the
Oh, I liked the game show.
game show.
I liked the game show. My favorite Tyler segment was the game show. It was not like anything I've ever done before. I really liked Tyler's game show because it was not like anything I've ever done before, and it brought a lot of new audiences to ORC TV. Michaela is also a really good coworker of mine. Her and I have worked together on a few projects throughout the year. We met during quarantine because I did not know what to do during theater, and she did. Michaela is a good director in the sense of she knows what to do and how to do it, and she can take control of a situation, whether you like it or not. Michaela also is one who's willing to share her knowledge about certain things with other people, and which is a really good quality to have when you have newer people on a set. I don't know what I'm gonna do without Michaela next year. She's gluten-free. That's all I have. I mean, okay, this was my favorite segment, but there's a lot I would have changed about Comic-Con.
Yeah, putting Tyler's in right then.
That's no, I actually am proud I made that decision. Okay, what I'm gonna miss about ORC TV? I'm gonna miss having that quiet place to work, and just everything I'd learn on the job. I'm never gonna get this experience any other place I work. It's a very unstressful work environment that allows us to learn and work hard. And I'm never gonna get this anywhere else. If you're ever thinking about working at ORC TV, go for it. Just go for it. You will not regret any moment that you spend working here, because I never have.
Hello.
Hello.
Introduce yourself and how many years you've been working at ORC TV.
Hello, I am Tyler Trudeau, and I have been working here for less than a year, but I guess you could say one school year. My favorite thing about ORC TV has always been, and will probably continue to be, just the creative outlet that it is. I think it's been great getting to come here weekly and work on stuff collaboratively with the other hosts and sort of make just a lot of fun stuff throughout the year. Obviously, I did the Enigma, which was crazy. I did the Tyler Christmas special. I've done a lot of fun things. Doing Post Macbeth with Michaela was fun. Yeah, just a lot of fun projects. So the creative outlet is probably my favorite part about Bulldog Weekly. See, it's interesting because out of the 3 hosts, I feel like I didn't have the closest relationship with Cody. Chris obviously worked with her for much longer than I did, and Michaela latched on very quickly.
Say it like that.
Michaela really just, but she was super helpful at the very start, getting things going and teaching me the ropes and teaching me not how to break a camera every time I touched it. And for that, I thank her. And I also thank her for, I found this out a few weeks ago. She still runs the Instagram, so.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. So thanks for that. And yeah, thanks for just sort of sticking around to see us through the start of this year. But yeah. Jacob, I have the utmost respect for Jacob. It feels like he got handed this program this year, and he's done an excellent job for it being his first year running the program. He is so helpful, and it's so often that I go to him and I'm like, Jacob, I want to do this project. I need you to help me film it. And then he'll stay with me working like two hours after pretty much everyone else has left on just me filming some ridiculous thing. And he always knows how to fix the problems that I cause on Premiere, unless it's the weird one where the window moves off screen and I can't get it back and I have to shut it down.
Your computer does that. Oh, I was so confused.
Oh,
by
it's
that.
evil. Yeah, so Jacob's been great. Thank you, Jacob, for everything. I'm gonna miss you a lot. Chris and I haven't gotten the closest over the years. I think this year is special because he took me to this world of cinematography and shooting stuff here at ORC-TV, which it is truly his world. He's been here the longest. He knows what he's doing. He's extremely talented. He invited me in, showed me the ropes, got me this job, which is the best job I've ever had. And I couldn't be more thankful. I also got to work with him a lot for drama, and I got to see a lot of his talent there. He's an amazing singer, he's an amazing person, and he's an amazing friend.
Talk about Michaela.
Pass. There's a lot I could say about Michaela. I can start by saying that if it weren't for this job, we probably wouldn't be as close as we are today. So for that, I am thankful for this job. Michaela, it's been interesting this year watching her sort of come into her own in this job and really nail everything she set out to do. She made some of the most impressive interview segments. Her knowledge of cameras is honestly impressive. Being pretty much the only one that knew nothing coming in, Chris, who is very familiar with ORC-TV cameras, and Michaela, who's just familiar with cameras in general, a lot of the stuff she's accomplished this year has been so visually impressive that I try my best to emulate it. Other than that, she is an amazing person. She knows when to be funny, even if it spills over the edge sometimes. But yeah, thank you. I would tell them to watch last week's episode because I did a whole segment on a Bulldog Weekly promo and why you should join. I'm gonna miss coming here every week and just having this this program that I knew I got to look forward to. I had planned projects weeks in ahead. I'd come to the meetings and figure out logistically how everything was gonna get done, and I thought that was really fun and structured. I'm gonna miss the creative outlet that this has been, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when I go off to Loyola and I don't have access to Premiere and cameras. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Hi everyone, my name is Michaela and I've been at ORC-TV for 1 school year, the same as Tyler. My experience at ORC-TV wouldn't have been the same if it wasn't with like all these people here. I loved coming here. It was such a safe space for me to be able to create the things that I want. My biggest pet peeve, I only have two, and they're sitting right behind the camera. Cody was only with us for a short amount of time. I didn't realize how short of amount of time until I like went back and looked. She was only here until like October, but
October 15th was her last day.
according to Chris, October 15th. But Cody made such a big impact on me the short amount of time that she was with us. It was just so refreshing and nice to have another woman who I could look up to in this type of field. And she's doing amazing things, and it's just, I aspire to be her in like with her photography and her videography. It's just something I like looked up to, and she always like accepted me for my creativity. So Cody, we miss you so much. We love you. I have to give Jacob a lot of props, honestly. He had to deal with the three of us, like me specifically. And like, he's so young for what he is doing, and has to deal with like us three. Like when I start fighting with the boys, or like we have an argument, or we're goofing off really bad, like, oh, he's so good at just like wrangling us, if you know what I mean. But Jacob has to deal with all my blonde moments when I don't know how to turn a computer on because it's just sleeping and I forgot to hit the button, or my Premiere is just dropped under the dock bar and I don't know where it went, and it's just sitting under there. So Jacob has to deal with a lot of those moments for mine, and he like deserves a medal. But honestly, Jacob is gonna be a great teacher. Like he already is, but for him being a teacher in just this short amount of time, I've just learned so much from him, and I have so much to thank him for, because I wouldn't have learned any of this without him. And he just allows us to be creative, and if I were to come to him for an idea, he's just like, okay, and we'll do it. There's rarely a time that he'll say no. So Chris Bell and I have known each other since the end of sophomore year, right before we went into quarantine. I first met him when I took theater class, and he was in the class, and one day he just started talking to me about his obsession with kinky boots. And I just knew then that we'd be great friends. But honestly, Chris, it's refreshing seeing Chris at work, honestly. When I have to like deal with Tyler or something and I just see Chris, I'm just like, oh, bae. Honestly, Chris Bell, we wouldn't have been able to run Bulldog Weekly without him, because he picks up all the slack that none of us want to do. When there's a final, Chris is first one to jump to the final. He'll do a script if no one has a script. He's just there for you, and I don't know. Where's my Chris Bell in college? Oh. Tyler is one of the most creative and hardworking people I know, and when he has his mind set to something, he will do it. Like, if he comes up with a second idea, I'm like, no way will you do that. No way is that happening. Like when he comes to Monday meetings, and somehow he always, there's been rare times he hasn't, he'll always come with a product, and I'm like, props to you. You proved me wrong. I envy Tyler. I'm jealous of his skills. Like, he says that he didn't know much, but he is, if there were Bulldog Weekly superlatives, I think he would get most improved, because honestly, Chicago is lucky to have him, and I really hope the communication school picks him up and he becomes one famous news anchor one day, because I will be watching him every single day. But whenever I have an idea, Tyler will always support me, most times. Yeah. But in the end, Tyler's one of my best friends, and I couldn't live life without him, so. But Post Macbeth has to be on the top of my list, as well as my Unified Club segments. I love those segments dearly. I did an interview with Avail and Trey. I sideline interviewed Unified Basketball. We talked to Bulldog Brew. And honestly, those segments are they make my day so happy, and my week when I know I'm doing something like that. And I really hope someone continues them next year, because those segments helped me choose my career path in special education, and I'll forever love them for it. My least favorite segment I've ever done is a studio tour. Where, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I hated that video so much. We sped up the footage and none of it was steady. It was horrible.
I'm going to miss the people at ORC-TV, because I know I'm never going to see them in the amount of time that I saw them now. We're all going off to different places. I'm not going to be walking into the station every day. Like, I'm going to miss it doing these segments also, because it felt so complete. Filming something and finishing it in that week, I felt so accomplished. I'm definitely gonna miss the studio shoots Wednesdays. I'm gonna miss directing, and like I'm gonna miss everyone here. And I'm gonna forever cherish this moment forever. And thank you to everyone who would join my videos, help me, share them around the school. It was just, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss the boys. It was working in this place, going in, being one of the only girl. I was really scared, but I came out with 2 best friends. That's a wrap on Michaela's last segment for Horsey TV.
Aw, that was so sappy.
I thought it was nice.
Up next this week is my final Brunch with the Bells. We'll be decorating a cake and talking about our favorite moments from this season. We'll roll that now. Hey everyone, welcome to the final installment of Brunch with the Bells on the final episode of Bulldog Weekly. I'm Chris Bell, and I'm joined by my fellow castmates.
I'm Michaela.
And I'm Tyler.
So today we will be decorating a cake. We have some frosting. We have the 31 candles for the 31st episode of Bulldog Weekly. I have some sprinkles, and we have different food dyes. And we will be decorating this cake while talking about some of our favorite moments that you may not have seen from out this week. Like, of our favorite moments throughout the season that we haven't really shown our viewers.
Comic-Con.
Oh, you mean you guys' footage from Comic-Con?
It was great
We
footage.
had a great time.
So to all of our viewers who don't know out there, Comic-Con we went for 2 days, but only had 2 passes. So Tyler and I went the first day, and Jacob and Chris went the second day, and Tyler and I filmed the whole thing. Chris just didn't use any of it. He
Filmed
thinks it's bad.
Nothing.
He thinks it's awful. I think it's amazing.
So we went, we spent a lot of time waiting in line for Matthew Lillard, and then we were like, we're gonna film this and it's gonna be great.
But they didn't film
No,
Matthew
so-
Lillard.
And then they had like rules that once we were already in line, they were like, no filming, and that was kind of upsetting.
You got
Teen Wolf Guy is here. Everyone's here. It's a great time. We're having a great time. We're gonna roll some B-roll now of just sort of the situation. We might talk to one of them. Probably not though. Like an autograph from. Look at that. Hello everyone. Update. I get to meet Matthew Lillard now, which is pretty cool. Hi everyone again. We have now entered the actual room that Matthew Lillard is in. And as a work expense, I get to get a photo and an autograph.
Cody's here.
And Cody's here.
She's made an appearance. I want to talk about our intro.
Okay, written on the board for the longest time.
I think since the Christmas break. It's
Yeah,
been-
we
no,
have-
because we were supposed to film it over Christmas break.
We were
But
We
then
got
they
COVID.
got COVID.
Then we got COVID.
I did not have COVID, but they did.
Tyler and I got
One
COVID
of
at
our
the same
one of our
time.
biggest things, we were like, by mid-season we're gonna redo the intro to show how far we've come as a group,
And like add live
and then
to
we
it.
never got around to it, and it's one of the more frustrating things that we didn't get to.
Because it's so
Because
bad.
like there's a lot of things on the board that we did get to. Xnay, what is it? Billy on the Street, I think was on there the longest.
It's
Billy
been
on
there
the
for
Street's
3
been on
years.
there
That we
for
never
years.
did.
Class Olympics. Not Class Olympics.
No, we did Class Olympics.
Bulldog Weekly Olympics.
I would have liked to do that.
Freshman off seniors.
Chris wanted to do an improv segment that I think actually would turn
Tyler,
out decent.
Tyler wanted to do
I-
a live show. He wanted to do a
I
one-take
did.
show.
The Bulldog Weekly live show.
No.
I wanted to do
No.
in one take, try and get Bill and Duvall here
Have fun with that.
and do like our segments live. It wouldn't have actually like been live streamed. It just would have been done in one take, like SN.
No, Tyler really wanted to do it
Yes.
on the stage in the auditorium. That was one of his ideas.
You know what episodes were my favorite to film though?
What?
The holiday episodes. Like,
The holiday episode.
I really liked the Christmas episode. I really liked the Thanksgiving episode.
Wait, I have a story about the Thanksgiving episode. I hate Thanksgiving with a passion, and Jacob made me say all the things that I love about Thanksgiving, and none of them are true. Because I hate Thanksgiving so much.
The Thanksgiving episode was fun. I love the Christmas episodes. Obviously, one of my favorite segments
They probably
was.
did not hear you.
Obviously, one of my favorite segments was the Christmas short film that I did with everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving one was just sort of a short one just to put out, but yeah, the
love
holiday
it.
episodes were fun.
You know what also happened during the Christmas episode?
It did happen during the Christmas
this did
episode.
happen during Christmas.
Tyler spoiled Spider-Man.
And
No
right
Way
here,
Home.
it was right here too.
I would like to provide that.
Do you guys
Okay.
remember the footage that we got on our training day?
I remember our first
I-
day so clearly.
I don't think I ever saw that footage. I'm gonna be honest.
You
I'm
edited the
gonna.
footage.
You guys want to know something?
Do you have it?
Throughout this entire year, I've kept all 3 of our training footage.
Terrifying.
How does it feel to break the camera?
How's it feel to break the camera? Well, you know, it definitely wasn't my goal. I really thought I'd come in here and I'd do my best, and it turns out my best is breaking the camera. So, it doesn't feel great by any standard, but I'm gonna persevere. I'm gonna keep going. Hopefully not break any more cameras, and yeah, have a good time at ORC TV.
All right, cut.
Let's do the commercial.
So, Michaela, an important question. Burgers or pizza?
I can't have either.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
You can have a burger on a good gluten-free bun. It's been really sad.
Have you tried the Impossible Burger?
No.
No?
No.
From Red Robin?
No. I get a guacamole bacon burger.
That's gross.
It reminds.
What are some of our favorite bloopers? I know Chris's favorite blooper of mine.
I love the dance
His
moves.
moves!
Up today, we have behind-the-scenes look at the freshman and sophomore skit. Let's see those dance moves.
My favorite bloopers has and will always be Chris saying that he is me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bulldog Weekly. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Chris.
Oh my God, you said it.
So, what is just one blooper that you just cannot get out of your head from you guys?
It's literally dance moves. No
Dance
matter
moves.
what it is, if someone were to say something funny, I repeat back to Chris, dance moves. Wait, sorry. Remember, who was I with when, I don't think you were here for this, when Lavi said what did he say?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. He responded
No,
back
you
to,
weren't there.
I wasn't there.
yeah. And ever since that whole entire day, Chris and I would just go back and
Yeah.
forth, oh, yeah.
My favorite thing, a blooper of mine that is just ridiculous was it was a quisp.
Next up, we have 73 questions to quit.
Next up, we have.
Quisp.
I also a burp.
What?
When Tyler would go a burp.
Or usually what happens when I do a blooper is I say the line and then I just stop because I realize that I've said it. So it's just like, this week we're gonna.
No, it's always that first line where he tells us, because Tyler always has like a designated line. Tyler always says what we're going to be doing. And sometimes the funniest bloopers are when Tyler tries to save it. And it just so terribly
tried.
goes down.
That's right.
So, what are you guys going to be studying for next year?
Oh, I don't know. It's a subject to change. But I'm going to UMass Amherst. I'm currently studying special education and sports management. So, two different things.
I'm going to Loyola Chicago, and as of right now, it seems like marketing and communications. So.
I'm going to Suffolk University, where I will be having my major in criminal justice with a minor in Black Studies and a pre-law focus. Well, I guess that's the end of decorating our cake.
Don't say flips.
It's gorgeous.
I think this cake describes our work this year.
Gorgeous.
Rainbows.
A little messy, but it's there.
Uniforms.
It's there, and you could see who did what.
Who didn't do what? I did the
and-
sprinkles on this side, obviously. The little red that
Okay,
the
shut up.
Chris does the little work he does.
Before we conclude this segment, I just want to say, as much as you guys drive me nuts, I do love both of you a lot, and I am very saddened by the fact that this is the last thing I get to create with you guys.
Well, when you put it like that, I would have done a better job. No, thank you, Chris. The same goes to you.
Yeah.
Wish I could say the same. I'm kidding. I love Chris so much. And I will be done
Just
with
Chris.
As I was about to say, ow, not ow. I'm going to be visiting.
Thank you all for watching.
I'm going to be visiting these two in Boston and Chicago, so little bonus episode next year of me vlogging my experiences going to visit them.
Thank you all for watching some Brunch with the Bells. We hope you all enjoyed, and decorate a cake with just the people around you that you love, because you never know how few moments you have with them.
Oh.
Alright,
Thank you.
see ya.
Bye.
So many fun moments.
I mean, hey, at least we can't mess up anymore.
Teachers and students, if you have anything you want filmed or shown here at Bulldog Weekly, be sure to let us know at the ORC TV station.
Be sure to check out our Vimeo and social media pages for everything we film here at ORC TV. We film sports games, town meetings, school events, and so much more.
Well, that wraps up this season of Bulldog Weekly. For the final time, I'm Michaela.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Chris.
And this has been Bulldog Weekly.
And this has been Bulldog Weekly. It's just hard to believe, you know? It just feels like yesterday was the first time we were filming something at Ned's Point and Tyler broke his first camera. And Chris was crying about how much he was gonna miss Cody when she left to Emerson. It's just so surreal that we're ending in the same place that we started. And I'm gonna miss these boys so much because I didn't know what was gonna happen walking in here. And I came out with two of the best friends that I love the most. So I have them to thank for everything.
I mean, when I think of the station, I think of my safe place in sophomore year. I came to the station looking for work and found a family. I have a lot of different memories when it comes to the station, and it's just really hard for me to believe that it's ending like this. You know, like I always just, this place, it's just like I can come here when I have so much chaos going on in my life, and it's just so hard for me to let go of something that's been so significant as a part of my life for so long. I've made hours upon hours of segments. I've worked with season 3 and above. So to say goodbye is to lose a part of myself.
Yeah. No, it's surreal. This job has given me so much, and for it to be over so soon, it feels crazy. Just being able to come here and make fun things with people that became some of my closest friends has been one of the most fulfilling parts of my life, and I know I'm going to miss it, and I owe so much to this job. I guess you guys were onto something, making this little documentary here. You know, we really had it all. We had drama, we had action, we had comedy, we had everything. And now it's over. But you know, never thought I'd say this. I'm gonna miss you guys.
No.
Chris, say something nice.
For 3 people that are nothing alike, this was a really nice group.
I should agree. When I walked in here, I didn't know what to expect, but I'm really happy with what happened. I love you guys.
Well, that wraps up this episode of Bulldog Weekly. Until next time, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Michaela.
And I'm Chris.
And this has been
Bulldog Weekly.